Guess a guy like me can have a heart too, he shrugged nonchalantly. Tuscan stared at him for a long moment, likely trying to understand any motive that could possibly exist to benefit him. There wasn't. You realize that's basically suicide, right? Yeah, he grunted passively, but Tuscan knew he realized it himself long before and accepted it. The sound of conflict sounded from outside the mart, and when they turned, they saw large groups of men clashing with each other outside the window. His gang versus the rest of Tuscan's group that returned from wherever they went. He broke into a nervous sweat when he caught his leader's eyes, as he knocked away a younger guy. For the split second that he stood, his eyes flashed a mix of betrayal and fury. Of course, he felt fear, but it was too late to go back now that he committed himself to this task. You have to go, now. Is there a back door you two can go out through? Tuscan hesitated for a moment, looking at the fighting outside and then at the scared girl clutching his black t-shirt, before taking a deep breath and finding his composure again. Yeah, there's a back door that leads to a back alley. He nodded in affirmation, any traces of anxiety gone from his appearance, and he looked just as authoritative as he did when he first encountered him. It was honestly like he saw two entirely different people, but he shook his head to rid himself of those thoughts. He followed slightly behind as Tuscan led the girl to the back exit, keeping her in front of him with both his hands on her arms. They reached the back door and he reached for the handle, but cursed when he tried the handle, and it didn't open the door. He knelt on the ground and spoke another language to her in a silent and assuring tone, and she grew more upset through what was being said. He then kissed her forehead in earnest before he pulled away and stood up, her staying put and hugging herself in distress. What's going on? He asked as Tuscan motioned him to follow from the door and back to the direction of the front of the store. The door is locked. The key should be at the front counter somewhere. Hold up! Your back door locks on the other side? He gave Tuscan a disbelieving look, and Tuscan's eyebrows furrowed at him in turn. I didn't build this place.